Hi, my name is Satish Kumar. I'm an IELTS trainer and I'm working with target achievers here in Karnal. I've scored 18 IELTS. I have Canadian PR. We're going to talk about a few things here about the writing, the myths that people have about the writing, and the way we should tackle writing. So normally what other teachers teach is that we need to have the hook statement with the introduction. There's no extra marks for the hook statement. Teacher teach students to have the hook statement just to cover the word limit. There's no extra marks for that. We should not be hooking the teacher, the IELTS. So we don't need the hook statement for the writing task too. We just need to paraphrase the question, the statement that we receive from the IELTS, and then we give our clear opinion. We're going to talk about the way we need to give our opinion based on the questions. Sometimes the question doesn't ask us to give the opinion, so we should not give our opinion. And sometimes there's some problem with the opinion, and that is that when you are doing the agree or disagree type of question, that's one of the type of question that we have in IELTS. Teachers say that we need to be sometimes 50-50 and sometimes 70-30. There's no such thing. There's no 70-30. There's no 50-50. If they are asking you to give your opinion, then be clear, be specific which side you are going to be on. Let's talk about the agree or disagree type of questions. So in agree or disagree type of questions, you put it this way. So you need to be either agree to the statement or you can be disagree. There's no 50-50, there's no 70-30. Teachers say that because sometimes students don't able to generate the relevant ideas favor of one side. So what they do is that they tell the students to go 50-50 or 70-30. There's no such thing. We should not do that. So if let's take this question. Let's say that the question is that due to unhealthy lifestyles, people need to pay extra. Do you agree or disagree? If you say that you are completely agree to the statement, that means you need to answer why they need to pay extra. We should not answer what they should do. We cannot advise the people to do that because they haven't asked us to give our advice. So we should just say clearly why we are agree, and then generate our ideas based on that one. And if you say that you completely disagree, then you can say why do you disagree. So when you're generating the ideas, ask the questions which are very specific to the question. And then when we're generating our ideas, we need to ask very relevant questions to ourselves when we're generating the ideas. If we talk about this question, if you're saying that you are agree, then the question you should ask yourself, why are you agree? You cannot ask a question to yourself. What you ask your questions. You ask this question to yourself, why are you agree, and then explain that by answering the question. How you being agree answering the question. So when you take a look at the question, do not start writing the introduction. Give yourself 5 to 7 minutes to generate ideas. When people are planning for band 7, 8 and 9, they generate their ideas for 10 to 12 minutes because then after that they just copy and paste the ideas by having the full sentence, and that makes your goal easy. If you put it this way, let's say that you are you went to some city which you're not familiar with, and you need to go to a cinema. There, if you don't know how to go to cinema, then how can you go over there on time? You will be taking random locations, you will be taking random destinations and asking people and stopping in the middle, looking, wandering around where you at. But if you plan with the Google map, and or if any other map that you have, then you know which road you need to take, which turn you need to take, and then where the cinema will be, where you want to go. So planning is really important. Mostly students who are looking for band 6.5, they don't plan at all. They definitely don't plan, and then after writing their introduction they stop in the middle and think about the ideas. Then they write one ideas and they think about the second ideas, and that is really time consuming and do not generate the relevant ideas. So you need to have already prepared ideas for in the first 5 to 7 minutes to write your task to and make it more relevant and answering every single question that they have asked you. Later on in the other videos we're gonna kind of cover sorry, in the other videos we're gonna cover all the type of questions that we have. We have 5 types of questions in writing: agree, disagree, discuss both views, problem and solution, advantage and disadvantage, and double question. That's all. Sometimes they have some kind of rare questions, but they are super rare. Sometimes they just give you the statement and do not say anything, and then ask you to write about that in 250 words. They are super rare, but the question that I just mentioned, these are very common, and these are the type of only questions that we get in IELTS. So let me give you one more thing about the agree, disagree, and discuss both these type of questions. And they are very easy to understand and very easy to recognize. First of all, they will be clearly mentioning that the question is agree or disagree or discuss both views. But let's assume that you are unlucky and you don't have this question asking this. You have this question where the agree or disagree or discuss both views is not mentioned. The best thing that you can do is to take a look at the statement first. In agree or disagree type of questions, one side is given. They ask you, one person is saying, or few people are saying the one thing only, and then they don't have the opposite side of it. In the discuss both type of questions, 2 people are saying different thing, and they are asking you to talk about which side you're favoring. Let's talk about this question here. The question is that the people are following unhealthy diets, and due to that they need to pay more. One person said it, someone said it, let's say I said it. It's up to you whether you want to be agree with me or whether you want to be disagree with me. But if you want to make this one the discuss both views type of questions, so the question will be like this: people are following unhealthy lifestyles and they need to pay more. However, others are saying that they should be treated equally and should not pay anything extra. There, 2 people said 2 different things, and so this question is discuss both views question. Discuss both views means you need to talk about both the people's both the types of aspects that are given to you, and then choose the side. In agree or disagree type of questions, you can either be agree to me or you can either be disagree to me. There's no 50-50. You cannot say, let's say that someone is asking you this question, do you want tea or coffee? What would you say? You cannot say I want both at the same time, or no, definitely not. What are you going to say? That I want coffee? Clearly you cannot say I like tea but I will have coffee. I don't know why are you saying that. If you like tea, then go for the tea. Why are you asking for the coffee? So this is what we should be looking at when we look at the question. In the other videos we're going to cover all the type of questions on the whiteboard, and we're gonna see how to write the introduction and how to generate the relevant ideas, and then how to write the complex sentences in the explanation. Thank you so much.